Hey everyone, how you doing today? It is me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. As always, I haven't moved anywhere. Today we are going to try, well, I'm going to try for the very first time. If you have a bottle, you can try it with me. Colonel E.H. Taylor. Oh, sorry, Colonel. Colonel E.H. Taylor. Small batch bottled and bond, and with me for the first time in a while is Colonel Crawford. And one of our subscribers and regular commenters, James Norwood, got me thinking maybe I should bring back Colonel Crawford to tell us a little bit about Colonel Taylor bourbon, because I brought him in like over a year ago as a bourbon expert. He's a Kentucky colonel. So, Colonel Crawford, why don't you tell us a little bit about this here bourbon, all right?
Well, of course, Sonny. You kept me on that shelf long enough, and you haven't even used my expertise in the bourbon history, bourbon world.
Well, that's right, Colonel Crawford, because all you ever want to do is drink my bourbon. So, I've just been doing these bourbon reviews and not a lot of history. So, sorry I haven't called on you lately.
It's been over a year, son, since I appeared in one of your videos. But regardless of that, Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor, son. Oh, what a fine Kentucky Colonel General, yeah, I'm getting all flabbergasted now, son. Yes, well, he founded and inaugurated that Bottled in Bond Act. So his bourbon here is bottled in bond. Did you know that, son?
Well, yeah, I sure did, but, can you tell us a little bit about the mash bill and the aging?
Well, I don't know about all that, sonny. You see, because that Buffalo Trace, they keep their mash bills all secret like. But I do believe this is the #1 mash bill. Same mash bill as Buffalo Trace bourbon and Eagle Rare, and even that classic McAfee's Benchmark. It's all the same mash bill, sonny.
Well, that's good to know. Here, let's show a little picture of Colonel Taylor right there, right on this carton. And anything else you can tell us about him, Colonel Crawford?
Well, you see, sonny, well, he was a descendant. You see, his family, General Zachary Taylor, who was a U.S. president, and James Madison, another father U.S. president. They the same blood, same lineage. And, I can't wait for you to get to this bourbon, because I want to have me a taste of it. I'm going to drink it all up on you, son. The bluegrass of Kentucky is calling me back home.
Well, sorry there, Colonel Crawford. I might give you a little taste of it, but we're going to do our tasting right now, so thanks for all the info.
Oh, you bet, son. Just have me appear on some of your videos upcoming, all right?
Yep. Now I remember why I retired Colonel Crawford. A lot of nothingness in, anyway. So, this stuff, super hard to come by, at least here in Ohio. I did get, a bottle of this in Idaho on my recent trip. Actually, 2 bottles. I got another bottle over there. As Colonel Crawford mentioned, this is currently handled by the Buffalo Trace Distillery. And, how in the world do you get this thing? Oh, there's a little gold thing right there. Buffalo Trace Distillery is currently the purveyor, the owner of Colonel Taylor Small Batch, or the whole Colonel Taylor line. Same mat. This is pretty nice. I mean, it's got the fake tax strip on it. So let's see what we got. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, you will know that I am not a fan of Buffalo Trace products. I'm not a fan of, well, their mash bill number one stuff. Not crazy about Eagle Rare. And everything out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery, in my opinion, is pretty subpar. And I feel like, now this is my speculation, they hold back products to make them more desirable, and people are going to chase after them and pay big money for them. But we'll see. Wow, it does smell good, and I do enjoy the nose on most of these Buffalo Trace products. Some do live up to the hype. Weller Antique 107. Well, I like both the Weller Special Reserve and the Antique 107. That's their wheated mash bill. Blanton's is okay. It's the mash bill number one stuff, except for Benchmark. Benchmark is so good. You know, why can't they just make everything? It's the same mash bill. Make it, you know. Anyway, nice color. Nice, pretty sweet nose on it. Pretty smooth. Pretty nice bourbon. I like the fingers on it. It is 100 proof, bottled in bond. And I mean, is it exciting? It's pretty good. Smelling a, I don't know why, but lately I've just been smelling a lot of that malted barley on the nose. Corn sweetness. And I believe this is around the $60 mark. $50 to $60 street price. If and I in other states I've seen it like the price jacked up pretty much, but I mean it's a decent $50 or $60 bourbon. It's really nice and smooth and mellow. Up front, it's not obnoxious. I mean, it's not harsh. It's very mellow. It's a really nice, decent bourbon. It's got a nice lightness, like that evaporative lightness on the front. It's a decent pour. Is it decent enough to chase after it and pay buku bucks for it? I don't think so. But if it was a readily available bourbon, I would probably make it one of my top favorites. But I think part of my problem is that it's so restrictive as far as finding it, and there's this mystique about it, like it's up here, but it's really up. I said the same thing about Buffalo Trace the first time I tasted it. You know, it's like everyone hypes it up so high, but it's really like this. It is a good, solid bourbon, so don't get me wrong. I am enjoying it. It's nice to have a couple of bottles of it. It's a lot better than Eagle Rare. And more accessible. Well, not more accessible. It is a lot better than the Eagle Rare. Let me see if there's any sort of age statement on it. Yeah, and I got to agree with what it says on the back here. It's a, where was it? It's a true sipping bourbon that honors the, okay. So that's what I would call it, is a good special occasion sipping bourbon. So, you know, if you're having you're having some company over, having a nice dinner, you know, you want to have a couple of things, couple of bourbons during the meal, and then you want to end with this one, like the end of the night, end of the meal, after dessert. bourbon, this is it. It's really good. I don't want to say it lives up to the hype, but it kind of does. Man, but it's just so good. As I drink a little more of it, I have to say it is unlike most any of the other bourbons that I have here and that I've tried. It is very smooth, very mellow, very kind of like buttery. I'll use the like a buttery caramel smoothness. It is really actually as it's opening up in these few minutes. That is a nice bourbon. Not a daily drinker. It is a special occasion bourbon. I will display that bottle with pride there on my shelf like that, and I'll put this is another cool thing. You know, putting it in this cardboard tube gives it a bit more elegance as far as presentation. But really nice. I actually am very pleased with it. I think you could see that in this. I at first did not want to like it. Was very skeptical of it, but it has grown on me. Really nice pour. Man, it is really good. I might have a little bit more of that this evening with my supper. We shall see. So there you go. Until next time, we'll leave it at that. Till next time, it is me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. I hope your next pour is your best pour. We'll catch you soon. Thanks so much for watching. And if you do happen to run across a bottle of E.H. Taylor Jr. bourbon, as long as you're paying street price, like MSRP for it, I would grab it. Nice, again, special occasion bourbon. I'll stop talking now. We'll catch you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Hey everyone, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos as they drop. Thanks for watching.